All right, welcome back to the channel, man. Oh, the content and the discussion we're finna have is not what I intended for tonight, but I do have the S95B in what for me will be probably its final resting place in the house. Got it mounted nicely on this desk, all configured and looking pretty. I can assure you that what you're seeing on the camera, any blowout areas, this thing looks really nice. Actually, it doesn't, but we're going to dive deeper into why, man. So we know that the variable refresh rate technology is now officially out for the PlayStation 5. It's been a thing for the Xbox Series X, which is phenomenal. And it's really good because for the games that do get optimized for this, they can now run at a higher frame rate, like Spider-Man Remastered, like the Miles Morales, which is the sequel. These are titles that, you know, originally came out, they were at 30 frames per second with the max resolution settings, or they were playable in 60 frames, which is amazing, perfect. You can either toggle ray tracing or not ray tracing to, you know, either get more details with shadows and lights or just get more raw graphical output, right? So the variable refresh rate in the 120 hertz update for this game specifically makes it where you do have a higher than 60 hertz frame rate, and it puts you in a position where essentially you're not having like screen tearing. So the game runs really smooth. This is really nice. The problem with this TV, first of all, if you hold pause on the remote, you do get the game bar. It pulls up and we can see a couple of different things. This is really nice feature, especially for consoles. You can see our frame rate. We're toggling around 100. We do have high dynamic range turned on, and we do have variable refresh rate turned on. If I get out of this game, that will go off. So legitimately, the problem is not the TV. It's not the TV.
This suit's seen better days.
Right, and so has
at the lab.
this feature has seen better days. This is the issue right here. We're gonna talk about it right now. Welcome back to the channel, man. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the likes, you know, any sharing you guys are doing to support the channel is greatly appreciated, man. We on the road to 5K. We're just grinding, trying to put videos out daily, trying to come up with innovative ways to, you know, talk to you guys about TVs and technology and to incorporate everything, right? So I need to be able to rant a little bit on this video, okay? Because I got this TV set up and I was very hopeful for this particular piece of technology, really tied, excuse me, tied into the whole variable refresh rate being available. I actually have to thank a subscriber. I can't think of his name because some videos ago when I was talking about the LG C2, ironically, I was going to put a video up about the C2 today. I shot some content, some really good content talking about it. And so it just made me think, I was like, man, I got this product I haven't opened up, and it's the Elgato HD60X, right? And so from the title or the thumbnail, I'm not sure. I haven't edited a thumbnail yet or thought about doing it. This is really what we're talking about. So my frustration today really comes from technology, right? Like I absolutely love this stuff. And I'm one of them cats that's like upper echelon with everything I do. Like I'm into fashion, I'm into cars, I'm into technology. I stack up and I buy what I want so that I don't feel like I'm not getting the best for my money, right? That's the way I am. I'm just like that. You know, I grind really hard and I research and I get what I want. And so in 2022, for me to not have a stable means for me to be able to enjoy at the fullest capacity a TV this amazing, a 55-inch TV that when I play, like right now, I'm probably 4 feet away, head to screen. When I play realistically, I'm about 5.5 feet, you know, 6 feet away playing on the console. I should be able to see this thing for everything that it is. The issue that I'm having, and it may have not shown on the first part of this video when I showed the screen, is that this is running in 1080p. So I'm literally looking at the quality of this and it's not good. It's unacceptable. It looks literally like it's a stream gameplay. However, it's very fluid, butter smooth. So I'm not even pinpointing the blame to be on Elgato. However, I guess I kind of am because it's 2022, as I said. And since 2019, we've had a display, the first OLED, which was the LG C9 that has had an HDMI 2.1. Okay, so a year later, we get consoles. We get literally the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. as consoles that are, HDMI 2.1, right? So, and we've had graphics cards for years that have been HDMI 2.1. And so, why is it today that I buy this package, right? And I didn't buy this package today. I've been sitting on this thing. I just cracked the seal on it. There's just I'm very intelligent to this, but I'm a customer still. So I'm a little just frustrated with some of the catchphrase words that are on here, like things like PlayStation 5 and Xbox console optimized, right? Like, your console optimized, however, my pass-through limitation is 4K 60 with high dynamic range, right? Like, you give me the ability to have ultra low latency, which is great because this thing doesn't really add like any input latency. I do have a tester, and I am figuring out a way where I can articulate that kind of content to my channel. It's probably going to relate best for me or translate best for me doing fighting games, but that's another topic for a different day. But this thing is really, really good from an input latency perspective. We're talking about there's not enough input latency added with this machine for it to make a difference for you playing a fighting game doing like 1 frame links, right? I don't know what that translates to like in shooting games, but it's really good. But the claim to fame to this HD60X is that it has a variable refresh rate pass through, and that's really awesome. Super phenomenal. Now, I'm gonna tell you what my hope was, because I'm not gonna be keeping this. I have no reason to keep this. I've made content in the past. I'll go through the catalog as I'm reviewing this when I post it in the upload so that I can cart something in. But I've made several videos talking about why I'm not really focused on 4K at 120 for these consoles, because it just seems like there's always going to be some compromise. I'm almost to the point where I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to be able to play the game and be able to capture the content natively. It's probably going to be like the next generation, which is what I hate for consoles, in the way that they're developed and all of these crazy slow workarounds that have to be going into play, right? Like, we get the variable refresh rate technology, and now the only way that I can play this, look at it at optimal settings and capture it for you guys, if I wanted to show gameplay, would be to go like old school YouTube with me using my camera. I should be able to capture this and just have it looking butter smooth. I'm okay with the limitations of it capturing being 4K 30 or whatnot, or streaming 4K 30 and capturing in 4K 60. That's totally cool. But me playing it, the pass through has to be there. Why this thing 2 years after this console is out doesn't have an HDMI 2.1, I'm not sure. And it's not just this device, because there's no device. There's not even an internal PCIe device that gives you that. And it's very frustrating, right? So I'm kind of hoping that you guys see this. And if you're looking at getting yourself a setup, because I'm a PC enthusiast, I have a PC here. This is connected to my PC, and the console's connected to it, and it's connected to the TV. You get this stuff, and then you look at this shit, and you're just like, man, this quality is trash, because this is literally trash. This is 1080p. I'm literally looking at this thing at 1080p at 100 frames. This does nothing for me for Spider-Man. It's smooth, but when you're this close, and the pixels, there's so many damn pixels on this TV, it's just unacceptable. Anything for me larger than a 24-inch should be QHD minimum. And that's not even an option on the PlayStation, which goes into a whole different conversation that I don't want to rant about. But if you guys get this TV, it's phenomenal. I got a lot more content. I'm still testing this thing. I've had some people that have asked me some questions about what I don't like about it. One thing I can tell you is the Tizen operating system is too clunky. I said it in my most recent live stream, but I'm still testing it. But I like the TV. It's on the desk now, so we're really getting down to getting the PC hooked up. This is the 3090 build with the Ryzen 9 that's going to be stuck with it. But yeah, man, if you guys are looking for a way to be able to capture and such, you're just gonna have to go old school. You're gonna have to go old school, get your 2 cameras, get your situation set up where you can have the nice camera shot onto the screen. And honestly, that's gonna be the best way to do it. But thank you for letting me rant. Do hit the notification bell if you guys are subscribed. I do appreciate that. I've got some LG content shot for the C2 for you guys that love LG. I still love my C2. I got a C2 behind me. I got the S95 here, but I got the C2 shot up, set up in the other room with the hue lights behind it. If you guys check the community post, I did post that up yesterday or early today. So I got some good content shot there. I'm gonna get it edited, look through it, cut it up, and get it posted so it can be tomorrow's video. I will catch you guys on the next one. Max love.